Okay. Looks like we're fine now. Should be fine. At least that's what OBS is telling me. So, okay. Yes, always check the number of zeros that you input to your bit encoder. Owie. That was rude. I like it when they fly away. Boom! Goodbye. Alright, we're almost to the top. We're almost to the top. Oi. Okay. And there's a Korok guy right up here too, so we can do that. Hold that apple. Give me your poop. Let's mark the towers as well. Oh, that one's way out there. Let's change that to a stamp. I guess we could leave as this, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. What else can we see from up here? Ooh, more shiny. Oh, that's the other temple we're going to. Change to a stamp. Burp, burp. Mark it. Mark it. Gotta duck out for a bit to get some official documents signed. Go get them signed. No worries if you can't make it back, but good luck with all the paperwork. And thanks for hanging out. It's always good to see you, Spring. Burp, burp. Burp, burp. Burp. Nope. Burp. Crap. No. Not what I wanted to do, but okay. Change the stamp. And we'll delete those guys. And did we already mark that one? I don't think we marked that one. We're gonna mark that one. And there's one way the hell out there. Okay. Bum, ba, bum. Dude, we saw like clear across the map. That's awesome. So, how is everyone doing? I've been animating, sculpting, working on the Switch's jump rope challenge thing instead of searching for a job. Jump rope challenge? What's the jump? What's the jump rope challenge? What is that? What is that thing you speak of? I think I've already marked that one. We'll do it again just in case. Delete that one. Sure, why not? Okay. Anything else? I think we're good. We can let's solve the puzzles. It's a free game on the Nintendo Switch that you can do a certain amount of jump rope jumps a day with the Joy-Cons. Oh, that's cool. Getting some exercise in. That's awesome. Seeing that number rise fast makes you want to do more. No, that's cool. I definitely put on the quarantine, some quarantine. I got a quarantine tummy going on. So I've actually gotten to the point because I can't get to the gym and I'm so sad. I'm not really good at the runny. I'm really good with the lifty. So, and I don't really have weights. I have some resistance bands, but it's not the same. So I've gone back to some old workout routines that I used to do that are more body weight intensive. Getting back into interval training and stuff. So because I want my old figure back. I want to be sexy again. So anyway, that's where I'm at there. And trying to get back into that routine is really difficult at home because there's so many distractions here. Also, being outside is not a thing I like to do right now because one, it's hot, and two, I can't breathe because the smoke just fills my lungs and it gross. So the only way that I can work out is inside, and there's just so much things like food and video games to keep me occupied. Oh, water is the best. I love water. I love water so much. Okay, so I remember this puzzle. It mirrors the one on the other peak, so we need to get a ride up. There we go. Going up. Ooh. Okay, so let us figure this one out. Give me 1 second here. Okay, where's I need a sheet of paper. A little scrappy piece of paper. That'll work. That'll work. And pencil. Can I have pencil? No pencil? I don't have a pencil. Okay, we're just gonna remember it this way. That's what my phone is for now. Okay, so let's do this from a grid view standpoint. So it is 1, 2, and then it'll be 2, 4. So 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 5. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5, 5. All right, cool. So that's in the other space. So, I was about to play this with my keyboard and mouse, but that's not how this game works. All right, so let's go to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Yeah, I go by the so when it comes to like dieting and things like that, when I'm working out, the thing that works best for me is intermittent fasting. That's just the way that my body responds. So I don't ever really but I don't ever really deny myself certain things. Like, I know that when I'm lifting and lifting heavy, when I want to build muscle, I have to hit a certain amount of protein. But I'm also trying to shed fat, so like I have to put myself in a caloric deficit, which that's the harder part. Trying to get the amount of protein that I need so that I don't lose my muscle mass, as well as putting myself in a caloric deficit so that I actually, lose weight. That's the tough part. But after I break through that part of the plateau, and I can actually just enjoy food again, I don't really limit myself as to what types of foods that I can and can't eat. But I do make it a point to moderate what I am eating. Okay, so I need another way to make the markings. Where's my notes? Notice me, senpai. Nope, that is not what I wanted. There we go. So here we go. This is going to be 1 5. 2 1. 3 2. 4 4. And 5 2. Cool. Now, let's do the thing. So the first one is 1 2 here. There we go. So 1 dos. And next one is 2 4. 2. Go in your hole. And 3 1. So this one goes nya. And then 4 3. So this one just needs to scoot over a bit. And then 5 5 on this last one. So there we go. Yeah! I find limiting yourself to certain foods does not work for me, but deciding when and where you can eat things, or just saying, nah, I'll have this some of the time instead of I can't have this, works better mentally. Yeah, I'm not one to deprive myself of things, because I know what'll happen if I do deprive myself of something that I want. I'll just end up binging on said thing. And just completely undo everything that I had done previously to that. So I won't deny myself like a brownie or ice cream or anything like that, but because delicious. And on the occasion that I want pizza, I'm gonna eat some pizza. So I think that's at least for me. I know people that are extreme bodybuilders and weightlifters, and they go by a certain philosophy, and that's great. I don't want to be like the ultimate bodybuilder. I wouldn't mind having a six-pack, but I don't need to show off a six-pack. I like feeling strong and healthy. Just right now. Also, because when I was a kid, all right, we're gonna have some real talk right now. When I was a kid, I was round, and I was made fun of a lot for my size as a kid. You know, because middle school kids are the worst. They really are. They will find the one thing that you are worried about, or you find the worst part of you, and they will exploit it. And so when I was a kid, that was my weight. I was this short little kid. I had these massive round glasses. Like seriously, my first pair of glasses, when I was in middle school, were like here. They went down to my cheek. They rested on my cheeks. So as a little round kid with very large glasses in middle school, like I was 4'8" or something like that. So I wasn't tall at all. I was like the shortest kid in class. I was pretty hefty for my age. And so I got teased a lot. when I was a kid, and so that left a lot of body image scars. It is a thing that I've dealt with for a good portion of my for all my life, basically. So it's, you know, it's that thing. But I enjoy working out. I enjoy being a healthy person. But sometimes, don't worry. I've seen a therapist. I've seen a therapist. I've talked about it and got my head wrapped around it. But yeah. So if anybody that's going through that same thing, I'm sorry. I know, I definitely know how you feel. And see, and the thing about it too is, like, I grew up in a very Hispanic family, and food is one way to show love. And my grandmother, who I love dearly, she she's the type of grandma that always wanted to feed you. Because that's how she showed her love. So this is 3-2. And so that didn't really, that and my fear of pain did not help my my rotundness as a child. 5-2. But you know, it's something that I learned to deal with, and I decided I wanted to be different, not because of what people were telling me. It's just because I wanted to feel better about me. I would look in the mirror and I would see something gross, what I perceived as gross, because that's what everyone told me. And I've learned to I am, but I still feel sometimes that I want to be a certain way. As long as I personally feel healthy in my body, I'm good. I don't obsess about it. Or if I feel like I'm starting to put on a little bit of a tummy, I don't get too worried about it. I don't let it destroy who I am, because I know that's not me. And it's something that I can control. So, but yeah, sorry that you had to go through that too, Blue. But all that to say is that I really do enjoy working out, and I just haven't been able to do it. It's because of going to the gym is like going to therapy for me. Like it's a place where I can go in and I can work out and work off some stress, and it's a nice place for me to kind of like focus and meditate. And nothing else really exists outside that scope, you know. It's just a really nice way for me to let some stuff go. And I haven't been able to do that because the current state of the world. Yeah, martial arts was great for me too. That's actually where I started. And a lot of that had to do with anime, because I was a total weeb. I'm still a total weeb. Ooh, what's this? Because of course, as a kid, I was watching Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, and I'm like, yeah, I want to be able to fly and get punched through a mountain and not have it faze me. There's a bunch of rocks here, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. Maybe roll them down in between those two trees. Go forth, rock. Do my bidding. Away, rock. Go! Hey, it was a thing. We're all weebs here, including your PA friends. Yes, I know. Actually, you know what? Kyle had no interest in in anime shows before he started doing them. I mean, I think he watched a few as a kid growing up. I think he watched like Gundam Wing and stuff like that. Because I know that he really enjoys that show. But I don't think he ever watched too much outside that scope. At least I don't remember him talking about it. But like, no, Toonami was like my gateway into weebdom, which I think that is for a lot of ooh, piece of candy. Now Kyle is a weeb. Also, Kansas does not allow much weebness. I can attest to this. Yeah, small towns don't allow too much weebness. But yeah, Toonami was my gateway into weebdom. With Cowboy Bebop, Dragon Ball Z, and then they started showing things like Rurouni Kenshin and Yu Yu Hakusho. And that was my way into weebdom. I just thought it was so cool. Although I didn't know it at the time because like I was a kid, but also my first anime, the first anime that I ever watched, was the Americanized version of Go Lion, which was Voltron, with the very bad voice acting. That one, it wasn't good. It wasn't a good show, but I enjoyed it. It was Power Rangers before Power Rangers was Power Rangers. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about Digimon. There's a new Digimon series out now, isn't there? Or they're like remaking the old one, something like that. I haven't been following. I haven't been keeping track. But yeah, I got into like some like anime films, which are things that like I got into as a young teen, which I think concerned my parents for a while, because for a long time I was really into Vampire Hunter D. I thought it was like the coolest thing because I was so emo. I was so deep. Third re-edition, as it's super dark, go figure it, as it was handled by the guy who made Eva. Except during other nerds. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, fandoms love their fandom, and so it can be hard to get into it when you have some of those purists that really hold on to things like the Star Wars community. Now look, I love Star Wars. It is one of my favorite things in the world. Star Wars has never been good. I'm just gonna point that out there. I know that's like sacrilege, but everybody who is a fan of Star Wars that also complains about Star Wars all the time knows that the movies are not good. The lore is amazing. It's always been fun. I like the stories, but it's never been a good. They've never been good movies. They've been fun movies, but they've never been good movies. But some of the anime films that I was really into, like I said, Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust was one of the big ones. Akira was one of my favorites as well. Star Wars just happened to come out at the right time and place. True. And I'm not gonna deny Star Wars for the monster that it is. It's a huge franchise. Definitely stood the test of time. But yeah, the lore is great. The books were great. The comics are amazing. But the movies have never been great. All right, let's do this thing. Oh. All right. This one can be a bit tricky, but I think we can handle this. Stop that. Then we stop this, right? This. Stop that from moving. That, and hopefully, nope, not in time. Look. Oh no, I did this wrong. Oh no, I did this right. First try. Most of these temples have treasures, I believe. So let's see if we can... there it is. There is my treasure. I like treasure. Treasure likes me. Gotta find the candy. Making a ladder out of ice. Ice ladder. Ooh, money. No, no, don't fall in down. Doop, doop. Doop, doop. Yay. Grab water. But I remember as a kid, as little baby Weeb James, my parents were very confused about the whole anime thing until I was watching another anime movie that I liked. It was Macross 2, which was a spin-off of the Robotech series, which my dad used to watch as a kid. And so when I started watching that, and he recognized the name Macross, but he didn't know, because they mentioned it once or twice in the movie. He's like, "Oh yeah, I used to watch this when I was a kid." Good evening. Don't see a whole lot of travelers passing through here. Still monsters wandering around in the area near Hyrule. Sorry. Apparently I'm choking on water that I drank 10 seconds ago. It's especially dangerous. If you're going to be traveling, you should know a thing or two about elixirs. I know all's about them. Yep, we're just gonna do that. Cool. All right, so we got a bunch of shrines under our belt. How many shrines do we have? How many shrines did we do? We've done 4, so we have enough to get a new thingy. Take all those apples. Take all that wood. Don't want the pitchfork. Pick up a rock and find some money! Money, 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 money. So that's another thing that I have discovered in month 6 of quarantine. I am going through another phase where I just want to do another musical. I don't know if you all know this or if I've told any of you. I went to school for musical theater, and so on occasion I get an urge to do musical theater. So I have been performing in my car as I drive to the office. And I've actually been thinking about maybe posting up some covers of some songs on Twitter. I don't know, because I'm a self-conscious human. Oh, did I just hit that guy? Sorry, dude. Sorry. I didn't notice you. I was a bit lost in thought there. I've been doing rigorous research day and night to figure out the mystery of the Blood Moon. Blood Moon? That's inexcusable. Listen up and I'll tell you about it. Oh, no. No, I told him yes, didn't I? And that's what's known the blood. So the moon rises and it's red, and monsters come out and they get stronger because the moon is red, because they got evil glowing red eyes. I just learned of a Jekyll and Hyde musical that was released in the 90s. The songs are fantastic. Yes, and did you know that David Hasselhoff was Jekyll and Hyde at one point? And I think people are discovering this because I think there's a TikTok trend that involves one of the songs from Jekyll and Hyde. But yeah, I was in not the musical version of Jekyll and Hyde, but a local person from my hometown wrote a play based on Jekyll and Hyde, which I was in. It was the first quote-unquote adult play that I had been in, not that kind of adult with dirty humans. But I was 14 at the time, and I played this lawyer in the show. He was one of the supporting leads. Broke making live action movies of animated series gamers, whatever. Woke making musical of animated series gamers, whatever is animated. What? What does mean? But yeah, it's been like that's where I grew up though. That like in theater. That's how I got my start and everything. So on occasion, I get the urge in that desire to go back into that world and do things. But here in Los Angeles, 1, COVID. 2, the theater doesn't do so well out here. LA is very much about the filmies and less about the artsies. Not saying that film can't be art, because it definitely can be. I'm just saying they don't do stuff live. It is not in their wheelhouse. People don't understand it. They freak out. If it hasn't been on Broadway, they don't want nothing to do with it. They're so sleepy. They're sleepy snacks. Oh, why? Skeleton man. Musicals are better. All musicals are queens, despite the vodka talking in me. This is valid no matter what. I love that you can use the bokoblin arms as weapons, because I like the little grabby. I am going to open up a web page, just a blank white page. That way I'm not like I don't have like this weird glow on my face. Makes me look I'm staring into a fire. Word. So maybe that'll help. There we go. I'm not so... You can literally beat someone to death with their own arm in this game. Yes, you can. But, ooh, double axe. What do I have that I can get rid of? Rusty broadsword. Go away. Nobody wants you. Nice. But I've been jamming out to some of my favorite musicals in the car, and I've been thinking about maybe possibly doing some covers and posting them up on the interwebs. But I don't know. I don't know. It's a thought. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. So some of my favorites. Last 5 Years, fantastic show. That's a that's a smoke cough from the fires, not a COVID cough. Just let you know. Oh, gross. Oh, so much better. Water's the best. But yeah, Last 5 Years, fantastic show. It's, if you've never heard about it or seen it, it tells the story of a couple and their relationship over the course of 5 years. Now, these two people, the characters, are never on stage at the same time except for their wedding. The premise, the way that the show works and the way that it operates is that at the start of the show, you're seeing the relationship from both points of view of the man and the woman, and you're getting the story from the beginning of the relationship to the end of the relationship from the man's point of view. And then you get the end of the relationship to the beginning of the relationship through the eyes of the woman and the other half, the woman. And it's a very fun show, and the only time that they're on stage and are together is when they're doing the wedding, and they kind of do like this ships in the night sort of thing where they're singing and like they kind of tell the story in reverse and cross each other within that timeline. It's very well done. There was a movie with Anna Kendrick where she played the woman, the lead woman. Her character's name is Kathy, and I can't remember the actor that played the male lead, Jamie. But fantastic musical, great songs. It's very it can be very sad and depressing at times, but the songs are fantastic. Also, Wicked. That was the first show that I had ever seen on Broadway. So I've been listening to a lot of that because that one's fun. And Phantom of the Opera, because as a as super dark and emo as I was, the ultimate edgelord, when I was in high school, of course I listened, and a theater nerd, of course I loved the Phantom of the Opera. Are you kidding me? Also Moulin Rouge, which is another one of my favorites. But yeah, if you like musicals, I would suggest give it a listen to The Last 5 Years, Phantom of the Opera. There was a film with Emmy Rossum and Gerard, I think it was Emmy Rossum, and Gerard Butler, and the guy from all of the Insidious movies. I can never remember that actor's name. He was in it. I am going the wrong direction. I need to go to the glowy pinpoint. And I am not doing that. I keep getting distracted. This is my problem with games, open world games. I get distracted like this and go on forever. Same thing happens in Red Dead Redemption. Same thing happens when I'm playing Skyrim, because I've still it's been 84 years and I've still never beaten that game. Soft Anim Rix, hey, how you doing? Live as a child first, outstanding stuff. Andrew Lloyd Webber was the Phantom and couldn't be people. Also, hi. How you doing, man? I saw Phantom. So the first musical that I saw on Broadway was Wicked, but that was shortly followed up with Phantom of the Opera. I don't remember who played who during those performances. I was just a little 17-year-old kid in New York for the first time and super excited that I was watching a Broadway show, because that's what I wanted to do when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I thought I was going to grow up and want to be on Broadway, and that is not what I wanted to do after going to school and learning and going to college for said thing. It's just not what I wanted. That is what I learned. Oh yeah, I went on a complete detour. Jesus, I was there. So we did those two shrines on this mountain. Then I flew down here, and then just went all the way around this area. Just running all over the place, not paying attention to where I was supposed to go. Patrick Wilson, that's the guy. That's his name. Thanks, Rix. You always have my back. That's what I appreciate about you. Oh no! Choo-choos. But yeah, also Moulin Rouge, one of my favorite movies when it comes to one of my favorite movie musicals. I haven't seen the Broadway show. If you don't know Moulin Rouge was actually a movie musical before they sent it to the theater a few years ago. That one's just fun. It was part of the Red Curtain trilogy. So the Red Curtain trilogy. Oh, I got it. It's Korok. I know it is. SpongeBob musical. Gerard was passionate, but ultimately had the weaker voice in terms of range. Yes. That's the thing about movie musicals. Not everybody is a musical person. And so sometimes, even if you have a celebrity who can sing, they don't quite know how to pull. Doing a musical is very technical. He doesn't. The SpongeBob musical. That I don't know. I have not. Nay, have I heard such a thing about the SpongeBob musical. But I will give that a look up on the interwebs as soon as I'm done here. I enjoyed the movie Les Mis, the movie version. I enjoyed it. I think that it was a very interesting technical achievement to have the actors sing live while performing. I think that also hurt them a bit because it's Romeo and Juliet is a fantastic adaptation for a child who was first discovering Shakespeare, yet not liking it. I get that. Okay, so we're gonna pause a little bit. We're going on a little bit of rant here. So growing up, I grew up in theater, and I love Shakespeare. That's actually where I originally started with my acting career, is learning Shakespeare. I was doing a lot of Shakespeare. I was doing a lot of improv as well. I hate Romeo and Juliet so much. It's overdone, and I think people romanticize Romeo and Juliet a little too much. That and Hamlet, also not a huge fan. Although I do really enjoy The Lion King. If you're going to watch Hamlet or Romeo and Juliet, watch The Lion King and The Lion King 2. That's all you need. But there was a point at Romeo plus Juliet, because that's how it looked to me in the titles. Romeo plus Juliet is stylistically very interesting to watch. And yes, I agree that it is great for somebody who is not really into Shakespeare, doesn't quite get it, but really reacts to things that are visually impactful. So that's great. I tried watching this recently because we're in quarantine and I was bored as fuck. Because like I said, I really hate Romeo and Juliet. So I tried sitting through and watching it, and there are a couple of actors that really have a firm grasp on the language. There are a lot of other actors in the movie, let's say like 95% of them, who have a really hard time grasping the language. It's every school's easiest and default play, yes. There's a decent anime of Romeo and Juliet. Oh, that would be interesting. I'd like to maybe give that a shot. Yeah, Romeo and Juliet has never been my favorite. So, and it was really hard. Like, I like the stylistic choice of where they went with Romeo and Juliet, the movie. But I had to turn it off maybe a half hour into it because, again, there's a difference between acting for the stage and acting for film, and Romeo and Juliet was made for the stage, and the language can be difficult for somebody who hasn't trained that way. Not saying that they can't do it or they can't learn it or they can't perform. I just think that it's more difficult for somebody who has never done that. So I had to turn it off like halfway into it. So this character always reminds me of Deneen because Deneen makes these kinds of noises and it tickles me so much. Okay, sorry, I was ranting and was not paying attention to chat. People seem to think actors can fill any role that requires voice. Actors can't always be voice actors or singers. There are actors who can, but it saddens me. Folks think celebrity actors can do anything that requires speaking. Yeah. Talk to any voice actor and they will go on and rant about celebrities being cast for voice acting roles, because they may be very talented for film. Voice acting is a very different thing. Anywho, where did I leave off? It's every school's easiest and default play. Even has a more original plot. Interesting. And world plot, so pretty neat. Shakalaka! Yes, I love Shakalaka. Hetsu. Gotta get the maracas. Gotta get the maracas and fill them with poop. Let's go get those maracas so we can fill them with poop so we can get more pockets. More pockets for more things. That's right. Keep dancing. Boom! Ha-ha! Oh, you're the stronger ones. Oh no. No! Thank you. I'm not doing. Oh no! Oh no! These bushes are not doing me any favors. There we go. Yay! Not all talents are created equal, but then it goes to marketing a name to generate interest because the general audience has an IQ of 5. Well, and here's the thing. Making movies, making anime, making anything in the entertainment industry at all, it's very collaborative. So there's a lot of variables. I never fully place the blame on actors for anything. Or the directors I don't think that they're for it. I think there are choices made by a lot of people that affect the outcome of everything. So it's which is why I don't understand the arguments that people make against voice actors and saying that voice actors ruin things. And, voice actors ruin anime because they say things wrong a certain way, and it's not true. It's not the actor's job to write the script or know the direct translation from Japanese to English. There's a whole team of people who do that. And you don't want the direct translation from Japanese to English anyway, because it's going to sound really weird, because the direct translation is going to, it's not going to translate out well in English. It's going to be very weird, which is why you have a localization team, which takes that weird direct translation and puts it into words that fit for English audiences. But you also have to pay attention to the mouth flaps and make sure that matches up. So there's another variable. So and that has to be approved by the Japanese client. So it has nothing to do with the actor. So don't blame the actor for saying a name, pronouncing a name differently in an anime, or that the subtitle is going to be different from what the dub actually says, because those are two completely separate people. You're getting the same idea across, but you're dealing with separate teams. Literally, I don't know, in the history of animation, Thomas Edison had such a mafia of taking others' inventions that everyone fled to the West Coast to escape him kneecapping. Wow. His kneecap breakers. So in terms of dubs, I wish there were more directing or teaching on Japanese name pronunciation, like how it hurts. Sakamoto is stressed 5 different ways in a single property. Yeah, and again, that's really not on the actor. The actor doesn't make that choice. That is the director, usually with the client, because the client has to approve the things that go through. So it's not, again, it's not on the actor for those things. That's the director. So don't, the director and the Japanese client saying, yes, we're gonna do that thing. So don't yell at your actor. It's not our fault. On the other hand, no one complains about Japanese voice actors doing English. Meh. Meh. Just let people enjoy things. The Korok seeds inside are gone. How am I supposed to dance now? I've got you some Korok seeds. And I think I only have 2, right? Oh, I've got 3. We got you some poop. Yep, snip, sniff. Sniff, sniff. Do you smell that? Smell that? You know I got the stuff. You know I got the stuff. Got the poop. No one complains, especially in songs. I acknowledge that English is a harder language to learn. English is stupid. Because this is grammatically correct. The boy had the book. Because we have bullshit expectations to rules. Yes, English is weird. Let's increase our weapon stash. Sorry, I keep going off on little rants and keep forgetting that we're playing a game. No. Let's keep on undoing. Water. Why is it so hot in here? Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I have to turn the AC back on because it is over 90 degrees in this room, so it's gonna get loud, and I apologize. And the sad thing is that it's right above me, so it actually blows over my head. And I have to wait for it to actually cool down the entire room before it gets back to me. It makes me very sad. Alright. Yeah! Tetsu makes cute noises. But back on the topic of musicals, on YouTube, there is, it's an old YouTube, so I'm not sure how many of you are actually going to know this, but there is a Harry Potter musical, and it is fantastic. I think it was done by some high school students that just wanted to create a parody, and it was fantastic. Draco Malfoy is my favorite. A Harry Potter musical, yes. Another parody musical that I love so much is is a musical called Fellowship, the musical parody to the motion picture The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. It's a very long title, but it is fantastic. It is a cast of, I believe, 9, and they all play multiple characters because, yeah, you have to.
Aye.
Taking a break, kiddo. Not a bad idea, that. As a climber myself, I understand where you're coming from. It's not always about pushing your stamina to the limit, but if you do, I'd recommend a nice stamella shroom. Any food you cook with one of these baked in will give you a surge of vigor. Should be just the boost you need. Selling a few things I've picked up in my travels. Doesn't cost a look. I'll take a look. What you got? Ooh, energetic rhino beetle. It's cool looking. Beetles are so cool. Beetles, do your shrooms. Ever since I started to be able to make friends in college, musical fans always seem to become my friends. Because theater people are awesome. We are delightful. Yeah, we're just good. Save your beetles for battle. When 2 beetles battle in a bottle, it is called a beetle bottle battle.
Oh.
Fox on socks. Hot-footed frog, I'm hot-footed, check it and see. I got a fever of 103. I'm hot-footed, I'm hot-footed. Yup. You're gonna get annoyed by that very, very quickly. But they are my DMs, colleagues, coworkers, they are everywhere. None of my family has as many musical friends that I do. Dude, they are everywhere. Honestly, I know musicals aren't everybody's thing, but I find that most people at least tolerate musicals. Is that a thing you can do? Haha! I didn't know that was a thing until I saw that there were arrows up there. Which I'm gonna go collect now because arrows are precious. I can't climb this, apparently. Same. I am the black sheep artist of the family. Ouch! Oh, that's a lady. Nana. Aw, that's what we used to call my grandma. Traveler, I'm sorry, but I seem to have twisted my ankle. Let's see here. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Say, traveler, where did you get that object hanging from your waist? Lady K, how you doing? I'm doing well. Chica Slate is a symbol. It means you are the hero of legend. Though there are few who know of such legends anymore. We are Sheik. I have been waiting for you for a very long time. Okay, will do. I hope you're well, Lady K, that you're doing fine and are not near any of the fires out there. Yes, a little tired from smoke. Same. I can't handle all this smoke. It is making my eyes water. My throat is like crap, so I can't really do any auditions. And yeah, my apartment just smells of smoke. It's ridiculous. I hate it. But I'm drinking all the water that I can, all the time. Kind of help with that.
You there. Who are you? How dare you trespass upon Lady Impa's abode?
Or is that a Chica Slate?
That would mean you are. No, it's not possible. Can it be? Please forgive us for behaving so rudely. Of course we have heard the legends from Lady Impa herself. Please, friend, go ahead. Step inside.
But I'm glad to hear that you're doing okay.
A man!
It's a Sheikah slate, yes! So we've been told. Could be the hero my grandmother told me about. So, it's Paya. I was actually talking to some friends about this, that it would be a very interesting drinking game if you're just playing through the story to take a drink or a shot every time somebody reminds Link how many years he's been gone, because it's a lot. Pretty much everybody you ever talk to has been,
Oh, it's been 100 years since we last saw you. It's been 100 years since you died. It's been 100 years since you let Zelda wander into the castle by herself. It has been 100 years of the calamity.
you'd get drunk real quick. Is what I'm trying to say.
So, you're finally awake.
Yes, stay a while and listen.
It has been quite a long time, Link. I am much older now, but you remember me, don't you?
It's been 100 years since you last saw me.
So it has me feeling lethargic, got the migraines, but I got stronger from pulling my doggos up and down the stairs. By the end of the smoke, I'll be buff as fuck. I haven't played Tulu 2 yet. I'm very excited to play Tulu 2. Soon. We'll get there soon. We might get to see a younger Impa in Age of Calamity. Ooh, that'd be cool. I would like to have a playable Impa that is just a total badass, taking out hordes of bokoblins and shit.
Oh!
I see. So you have lost your memory. Well, it matters not. In fact, that may actually be a blessing in disguise for the time being. Dearest Link, please, come a bit closer. It's been 100 years since I last saw you, and my eyes are not what they used to be. 100 years ago, when my eyes were better. Yes, 2 shots. 2 shots within 2 frames of dialogue. After you fell, Princess Zelda's final wish was to place you in a sacred slumber. And then, all alone she went to face Ganon. Before Princess Zelda went to nobly meet her fate, she entrusted me with some words she was to say to you. I have been waiting 100 take another shot. 100 years to deliver this princess's message. Laugh at a playable Tingle. Oh, that'd be great. I just imagine I imagine Tingle, he's like a support. I don't think a playable Tingle, maybe like a support Tingle. And he just comes in, you call him in for air support, and he's just this little dude with a balloon just kind of like floating over the battlefield, dropping like bombs on people. That would be amazing. These words which the princess risked her life to leave you. Well, you are to hear them. You must be prepared to risk your life as well. But I am afraid that burden may be too much to bear while you are still without your memories. I leave the choice to you. When you feel you are ready to receive the princess's message, return to me. Okay.
Oh.
The words that the princess risked her life to impart on you, I cannot pass them on to someone who lacks conviction. Are you prepared to risk your life for the greater good? I don't know. I don't know. Ha! Not a memory to your name, yet you are as intent as ever to charge forward with only courage and justice on your side. I can accomplish anything as long as I have anime and God on my side. You have not changed a bit. Once a hero, always a hero. And I am a hero.
Yeah.
And heroes know when things need to be done. Very well. Since you lost your memory, I will recount for you all that has happened 100 years ago.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages. This evil has been turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess.
So, in the Zelda timeline, I know you guys have told me this before, but I think in the
With
Zelda
passage of
life,
time,
the Zelda
each conflict
timeline,
with Ganon faded
this game
into
takes
legend.
place
So listen
way down
closely as
the
I
line.
tell
It's kind of
you
like where all
this
of the
legend
other timelines
that occurred
kind of converge, right?
10,000 years
And that's kind of what the
ago.
legend is right now that we're listening to from Impa.
Hyrule
it's kinda like
was
a
then
combination of all
blossoming
those
as a
things.
highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters posed little threat to the denizens of the realm. The people thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land should Calamity Ganon ever return. They constructed 4 mechanical wonders that came to be known as the Divine Beasts.
Go Power
They
Rangers!
also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians.
Still hope we can see this
The
advanced Hyrule in a
Divine
game one day.
Beasts
That'd be
were
really cool.
piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill.
It was intended
from
as the end
across
of
the
all the
land.
splits to reconverge.
And
Yes.
thus, the plan to neutralize Ganon was forged. Upon Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule, the princess and the hero fought alongside these 4 champions against this ancient evil.
100 years ago.
The Guardians were tasked with protecting the hero as the Divine Beasts unleashed a furious attack upon their terrible
music.
foe.
Oh, that music. Yes, please.
And when the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness delivered his final blow, the princess used her sacred power to seal away Calamity Ganon.
Ah, that music. I love the music. I love the music so much. It makes me happy.
Oh,
Shot. Everybody take a shot. 100 years ago, in preparation for the foretold revival of Ganon, we strove to follow the lead of our ancestors of 10,000 years prior.
oh,
But, in the end, despite our best efforts and careful planning, we underestimated his power. In order to avoid ever making that grave mistake again, the princess left you these words, which...
oh,
Free the 4 divine beasts! That's what she said. That's what she told me to say that. She told me to say it that way. The 4 divine beasts are the ancient Sheikah weapons wielded by the 4 champions who Ganon defeated. The divine beasts Varudania, controlled by Daruk of the Gorons. The divine beast Meadow, controlled by Revali of the Rito. The divine beast Varuta, that one was easy, controlled by Mifa of the Zora. And divine beast Van Boris,
controlled by Urbosa of the Gerudo.
Yeah.
It would be extremely ill-advised to face Ganon without the power of the divine beasts to help you. You must infiltrate the divine beasts that were stolen by Ganon 100 years ago, if I wasn't clear, and bring them back to our side. Dude, Urbosa, she's fantastic. She's one of my favorites. I think Daruk is my favorite because he just has a really awesome attitude and I think he's fun. But Urbosa, she's amazing. More information about these divine beasts can be found by locating the 4 races scattered across Hyrule.
Oh.
The Sheikah Slate will guide you on your way. You must go where it tells you and meet with each leader there. Free the divine beasts. Seems to me that your Sheikah Slate is not yet complete. The device Princess Zelda left you is your guide and also your memory. Now, let us see. Someone at the research lab in Hateno Village might be able to help you.
Yeah.
Location shining on the eastern edge is Hateno. Urbosa has abs, thighs, and nose. Dude, Urbosa's hot. She is a sexy warrior woman. And she's just a beast all around and just yes. She's amazing. And the hair, oh my god, the hair. If we ever play a Gerudo Link, I hope it would be the story of how Gerudo got accepted into the Hyrule civilization as we see in Breath of the Wild and their development in their own society. I would like to play a Legend of Zelda game where you play as Ganon growing up as the Gerudo male that gets born like every 100 years or so or whatever it is. That would be cool. And then your rise to power as Ganon. That would be really cool. I want that game. It is a small village, one of the very few places that avoided suffering significant damage during the Great Calamitat. I don't know why that became the voice for Impa, but I'm just having fun. You cannot turn back now! Follow your heart and seize your destiny. So long, fire. Let's get another stamina wheel. I like the little napkin, the little bib they put on this goddess statue. I would love to play as Happy Mask Salesman, collect the masks or the souls to feel them. I don't know what that means because I have not played the game yet. Not that you're spoiling anything for me. I know that there's a lot of masks. Skull Kid is involved, and a very weird, angry-looking moon. Well, he's not really angry. He's got like this weird, creepy smile, which is worse. Is gonna crash into Terraria in like 3 days or something like that. Termina, not Terraria. Termina. Terraria is a different game. This man's hair is a paintbrush. I just noticed this. Are you? Sorry to bother you, but are you a fellow traveler? As for me, I just love art. In fact, I'm traveling the world in search of beautiful landscapes. Just between you and me, I hear there's a great fairy fountain somewhere near this village. I hear it's breathtakingly beautiful. Aesthetics aside, they also say the place can bestow some kind of mysterious power on people. However, since I'm an outsider, I can't get anyone to tell me any more details on that. These villagers never leave the safety of their village, so travelers like me are treated with suspicion. But I won't give up. Oh, and if I manage to find out anything, I'll be sure to let you know.
I want my... Oh, well, I want all my apples back. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I want Impa to tell me about my memories. I want my memories back.
Oh,
Oh, you're still here. Princess Zelda gifted that Sheikah Slate to you. It is the only guide that can lead you to Calamity Ganon. But you cannot use it to its full potential in its present state. Hurry to Hateno Village. Since you lost your memory, I'll gladly tell you as many times.
No, don't tell me again. Oh, no, I just wanted you to tell me about my missing memories. Oh, God, we were able to skip. Thank you. 100 years ago. Take a shot. Yep, whatever.
oh. Oh.
All right, let's go read Paya's diary. This looks like Paya's diary. It seems she's only just started writing it. Ew. Let's read. Grandmother says she conspired with Princess Zelda and Auntie Pura 100 years ago. Shot. They decided to put a lone swordsman into a long sleep so as to prepare for a time that was foretold in legends. The name of that swordsman is Link. Since then, Grandmother has been waiting for him to reappear after all this time. I do pray that he awakens soon for the sake of Hyrule and all, and for Grandmother's sake as well. Is that it? Yep, that's it. That was the end of the diary. All right, back down the stairs. If I could tell where I'm at. There we are. All right, let us continue down the road. Ease on down, ease on down, ease on down the road. That's the whiz. If you didn't know. Ooh, that looks like it can take a bomb explosion. Ooh, piece of candy. Lady K, I think you missed it, but we were talking about musicals earlier, so letting everybody know that I've been in another one of my musical moods. I get this way at least a couple times a year where I'm like, damn, I want to do a musical again. Oh no! The goblins! However will I survive? Well, if I can actually hit it. Jesus. All right. I would love to more lore about Fierce Deity, though. That comes from that also comes from Majora's Mask, I believe, right? I do not know this game of which you speak. That's what happens when you grow up in a small town. Video game rentals are scarce. Ooh. Hello, you. Mark you down. Boom. Alright, let's get to that tower. Get the lay of the land. But I think... So, when it comes to musicals, I think the musicals that I've done, my favorite ones have got to be definitely Jesus Christ Superstar. I love that show. It is, I would say that is probably my favorite show, favorite musical, just in general. I played, I've done that show a couple of times where I played. The first time I did it, I played Peter. And then I understudied for Judas. Which was so much fun. I actually got to go on stage as Judas one night only, and it was awesome. But the first time that I played it when I was Peter, we did it as a live band, and they set me up with a wireless connection for my bass guitar, and I actually got to play the music as as I was on stage in the show in character. It was so cool. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that very much. Next up would probably be Little Shop. I played Seymour, Little Shop of Horrors. Oh no! Whatever shall I do? Ow, ow. Not cool. Oh, you know what? I should have. Oh, crap. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the shrine, and then we're going to go back to Kakariko Village because I forgot to do the shrine there. And wake up the Great Fairy. Oh, I don't have enough rupees to wake up the Great Fairy. So we'll have to do that later. James, as a musical person, does this sound like a good musical song? Swords, explosions, and anime, and screw the canon. That sounds like a fantastic musical. Bass guitar? Yes, I play bass guitar. I've played bass guitar since I was in middle school. I actually did that for a while for money here in LA when we first moved. I not in a band or anything. I didn't make money doing that, but I did teach. At that point, I'd been playing guitar for like 8 years or so. 10 years, something like that. But I love to play bass. It is fun. I slap at the bass. All right, let's get this shrine. My bass guitar was an Ibanez GSR 200, so it wasn't an expensive bass. It had a decent sound to it, but it wasn't like the best. One of my friends had a 8-string bass guitar by a brand called Tobias, and it just sounded amazing. I don't think as a bass guitarist you really need the 8 strings, but I mean it's cool to have. The sound quality on that bass was amazing. In the state of pure inebriation. No, come back. I'm actually learning for the last year. I didn't think my apartment would like me playing the double bass, so I switched. Jesus, 8 strings. Yeah, there was no need. There was no need for that. But here we are. Oh, I see. I see what they need me to do. I'm an imbecile. Should have done this from the beginning. Nope. Yep, nope. Get the ball. Get the ball. Just get the ball. Get the ball. There you go. Dum-dum. And now you can go back in the lobby. Go to sleep. Yeah, me too. I don't have very big hands. I really don't. So my reach wasn't great. But yeah, five strings. That's all you need. Secret treasure, secret treasure, secret treasure, silver longsword, inventory is full. Get out of here. It came back to me, didn't it? That was awesome. You know what? This can go away. I don't need this. Only a simple violinist. Dude, I've always wanted to play the violin. I think it is such a cool instrument. But I just never had one. So, when I was in school, I was a huge band nerd. Started in the drum section for concert band. And then also marching band, because I was a marching band nerd and went to competitions and stuff. So I was in the drum line there. But then my high school also had jazz band, and I wanted to. When I was in middle school, first learning to play the drums, my friends wanted to put together a garage band. My friend Taylor, who played guitar already, wanted myself and our friend Chuck to be in the band. Chuck was also a drummer, and he was a good drummer. So they were like, James, if you have a bass, you could play bass guitar in the band. I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. The only thing is, I know nothing about actual music notes. I know bam, 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 bam. Hit the drum loud. Hit drum loud. That's what I knew music to be at that time. Oh right, I need to go back to Kakariko Village. I've never been there before. That's interesting. So my mom and I, because my mom is awesome. My mom. Right? This is where I came from? This must be where I came from. My mom and I drove around to a bunch of like garage sales and yard sales and estate sales looking for a bass guitar, and we finally found one. It was old and not a good guitar. Like, you imagine a bass guitar and it's got like this really long neck, kind of huge and hefty. This one was tiny. It was about the size, it was smaller than a Fender Stratocaster 6-string guitar. Oh, hello, dude. Come back. No, come back. Where'd you go? And it sounded awful. It was just a bad guitar. But she and I bought it. I had saved up a little bit of money over the summer doing like odd jobs here and there, and then my mom was sweet and pitched in the rest of the money to get me this bass, and I was super excited. And my friends and I, we started our own band, and we were super cool. And by super cool, I mean not at all. We went to our first practice together as a band, and I don't think I played a single note right, because again, I was a drummer. I knew nothing about music and notes and how things worked, let alone on a guitar. What's way up there? This is a problem. This is a big problem. God damn it. God fucking damn it, Dave. Sorry, I'm gonna catch up to chat because I was not paying attention. Been playing the double bass out of spite after some fiasco with a very angry violin teacher I had, but my heart began in violin. That's nice. Arm sword is mildly frightening, a little bit. I can play a mean Halo theme song section. Nice. I played violin early 6 to 7 years old, quit, then saxophone in middle school band because I didn't know they had violin, then watched Barrage, awesome violin group, and then joined violin in high school. That's cool. I really need to get back into practicing it. Yeah, I would like to learn to play the ting. I would like to learn to play the ting. My friend Danae in high school, I would go over to her house and we'd hang sometimes. I'm not sure if it was her or one of her other siblings that... Oh, I don't have a horse. I do not. Oh, no, I don't want you to explain something to me. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Hey!
Even in video games, I don't want to talk to people. But anyway, I would hang out at her house every once in a while, and I noticed that she had a violin. So I would bust it out and try to, like, play a few notes or do something on it. And I just always thought it was cool, and I wanted to actually learn how to play it. I just never had the opportunity to do so. Shall we catch a horse? Which one do we want? Let's do the spotted one. Come back. No, come back. I'm going. Horse? Horse. Nope. It's so close. I'm not a sneaky person yet. I also have no patience to sneak up on people. Or horses, in this case. Go super slow. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Welcome to ASMR Stream. Hello. Aha! Soothe it. Soothe the horse. Soothe horse. Good horse. Nice horse. It is okay. I am Link. And I shall ride you into battle. You shall be my steed. Yeah. Yes, love me. Love me, horse. Yes. Listen to what I have to tell you. Yes, that is nice. Good horsey. You are spotted like a giraffe. But you are not a giraffe, you are a horse. Sweet horse. Very nice horse. Yes. I'm just going to grunt at you until you love me. Yes. Listen. We shall ride together. We shall become one. But not in the 30 cents. I realized how that sounded way too long after I said it. I don't want to talk to you, directions guy. Nope, the other one. The other guy. The guy that can actually help me. Let's register a horse. Alright, there we go. $20 to you remind me of a giraffe, which sounds like Jeff. So we're gonna call you Jeff. Jeff the horse. Yes. I love the giant horse. I was going to talk about what it's like from the horse perspective, but I thought twice about it. Still magnificent spots, yes. I'm gonna take the horse. Whistle. I wonder what horse mechanics will be like in Wild 2. Okay, what direction do I have to go to get back to Kakariko Village? Up. That's where I want to go. Gotta go north. And then off. It's kind of funny that that's like the trend in video games now. Like especially for a lot of these open world games, it's an obvious choice to have a horse for traveling. But Red Dead Redemption, obviously. Why is that noise happening? Because that makes me freak out. Because I think there's a guardian nearby. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, Red Dead Redemption, The Last of Us. Oh, nope, not what I want to do. I was trying to talk to that person, but thanks, horse. Yeah, but everybody, Metal Gear Solid 5. I've never played the Metal Gear title. I think I have Metal Gear 5 for the Xbox. I think it was free on Xbox Games for Gold at some point, but I know a lot of people love the franchise. It's never really interested me. I don't know why. Good horse. Fine horse. Very, no, horse. Come on, Jeff. This way, bud. No, Jeff. Come on. Get it together. Unfortunately, I must depart. Good night. Good night, Blue. Thank you for being here. Well, thank you for being, just in general. So yes, I will not take that back. I will not correct myself. Thank you for being. Thank you for being here with us as well. We all appreciate you, and I hope you stay safe. Have a good night. Get some rest, and we'll see you again later. Laters. I'm glad to being. Yes, we're all glad that you being. So good night. Get some good rest. Ooh. What shrine is this? What shall we expect? What shield can we drop? This one. I will do my best, Blue. Thank you. Yeah, I will try to stay away from all this smoke and nastiness as much as possible. Hi, at least I yawn. Side hop. Come on, pal. Let's do this. Let's dance. That didn't go so well. You didn't jump at all. Nope. There we go. Do a barrel roll. Okay, I think we can turn. Oh no, don't hit me yet. I was turning off the AC. Ah, crap. Nope. There we go. Just explode already. Just die, please. Oh gosh. Yep. All right. Are you just gonna die now? Oh, I know how to. I can't. I just must get back here. Thank you. All right. Get my screws. Get that done there. Chest. Ooh, an opal. I should sell some things. Sell some things so I can get some clothes. Sell some things so I can revive the great fairy fountain. Because the fairies, for some reason, need rupees to survive. All right, yeah, we know. You all say the same thing. We don't need it anymore. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know if it's because the room is so dark and the only light that I have is coming from off my computer monitors, or if it's because of the smoke. My head's starting to hurt again. I don't like it. It's probably the smoke. Alright, cool. So, did the thing with that. I don't think I have enough rupees for the fairy fountain. I think it's like 500, 400, something like that. Let us find out. If anything, I need a catch some fairies anyway. Hello. Hello, Bloopy. Thank you. May the goddess smile upon you in another franchise. I've heard "May the goddess smile upon you" from friends that I have that are people that I know at this point that are pagan. I would hesitate to say that we're still friends just because we haven't spoken in a long time. Not because of their beliefs or anything like that. Just because I just have not heard from or seen them in a long time. Oh, I didn't mean to make you run away. I wanted to catch you and keep you forever. I just have towels beneath. Yeah, I've done that too. Ah, there it is. That's the thing. I think the mic is a little quiet. There we go. Turn myself up a bit. There we go. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're going full ASMR on this one now. Sweet boy, please listen to my story. I am the Great Fairy, Kotera. This place was once a beautiful spring. But as time passed, fewer and fewer travelers arrived to offer me rupees. As a result, my power has abandoned me. I am nearly powerless now, so I beg your help. I need rupees to become whole again. All I need is 100 rupees. That's it, just 100. Once my power has been restored, I can help you do great things, boy. Just 100 rupees. 100 rupees for the 100 years you've been asleep. In order for me to regain my powers, I need 100 rupees. Thank you. You are too kind. Actually, that's something that I've been toying around with. I've been toying around doing some ASMR with books. maybe reading books to people for ASMR. I think that might be a fun thing to do. I've never really considered myself ASMR. ASMR videos don't really do a whole lot for me in terms of like relaxing me and like putting me to sleep. I know it works for a lot of people, but it's not quite my thing. Oh, what a feeling! That first breath of fresh air after an eternity of decay. It's just so intoxicating. Thanks to you, I've been returned to my former glory. And as they say, one good turn deserves another. I can help you, boy. Allow me to enhance your clothing. It's the least I can do, but I will need the necessary materials. With the power available to me, I should be able to enhance your clothing a little bit. It reminds me of how incapable my muscles are at relaxing. I need a beat to follow. Trousers. We can give some extra padding to our trousers. Yeah, I followed regarding ASMR. Some people do the visual ASMR with the finger thingies and the wiggle waggle. I can see how that can be relaxing for some people too, like visually pleasing things. I can see how that can have an effect on the reactions. All right, so we were able to awaken the Great Fairy. But yeah, sorry guys, I think I'm gonna have to call this one a little short tonight because. I mean, I'm glad that I streamed, because I was missing it, because it's been, I think it's been at least 2 weeks, possibly 3 weeks since I streamed, because of the fires and the busyness and the corona and all that jazz, so, I'm sorry, I don't ever mean to take such long breaks, but, you know, life just happens to the best of us, and in my case, the worst of us. Oh, poor me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night just because it's still kind of smoky. My head's starting to hurt a little bit, so I'm gonna go take care of me. And I really suggest that for you guys too. Take care of you. The world is a little crazy right now, and all the fires aren't helping, and the smoke and the juju. So please take care of yourself. Do whatever you need to do. Drink lots of water. Do something physical, exercise, meditate. ASMR, whatever it is that you like. Relax. I'm gonna look into doing some breaking out of my shell a little bit. I think I am going to look into doing some covers of some musical theater songs and recording them and posting them up somewheres. Whether it's just like little videos on Twitter or maybe on YouTube, something, I don't know. Most likely on Twitter, just because YouTube scares me for some reason. Smoke is hard on the voice and energy levels. Yeah, my throat's not feeling so great, and I need to refill my giant mug. My face is stank. So yeah, have a good night, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. That is not what I wanted. I always appreciate it when we're hanging out together. I was also thinking about doing a movie night with everybody, and I think it's going to be like more of a movie marathon than just a single movie night. I think I'm getting that itch again to do the full Lord of the Rings marathon. So we'll hang out and do that thing at some point, maybe. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. And I will movie night. Just check the Discord. I think Lady K, I believe you're there, but just in case, I'm gonna throw that up, and we'll do a movie night at some point. But anyway, guys, have a great night. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye.